don't know why you
Mic
got to
check.
say it like that.
He's demanding.
Sure.
That's what it is.
We got to go to lunch after this.
You better drop that bass out of your voice when you're talking to me.
Well, it's all about that base.
You guys are great.
We're back.
We're back.
It's another episode of
Serving.
Hot and horny
Lunch.
camera.
Oh boy, nobody got it right. Serving you.
You. Damn it.
So it's my topic.
Yeah, it is.
And I am very excited. I don't know why. This is not like some salacious hot topic
excited,
or
though.
anything.
Look, your body language on how excited he is. You
I
are
love
backed
it.
up.
I am.
You are like, what
He used the word
is-
salacious and he's all
Salacious.
flushed. I love
know.
this. I'm
You can't get
excited.
caffeine.
So I do not know why I am so excited about this topic because it's not like I say it's not like woo, but my topic is yeah.
Drum
So, what are your thoughts on supporting tables that aren't yours?
Oh, this is a great topic.
Fuck them.
Well, you don't have to sound you don't have to sound so surprised that I came up with a great topic.
I am shocked.
Look
I was
at him.
considering something much more base level.
I was expecting
kidding.
him just to be a pretty face this whole podcast. But
Always. That's
yeah.
his role here. Pretty face.
Yeah.
Love it.
And all
That's why you're
the
biscuit.
clips, super chatty.
It didn't one of the AIs label it as the guy that talks so much or the chatty guy or something?
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh,
what are you-
you just said that. Okay,
What are you going to argue
never
with
mind.
AI?
Yep.
I will. Yes, I will argue
Yep.
with this microphone if I have to.
Yep. Not scared.
Well, we love you, Skynet.
So, just looking at you. So I like this topic
Yeah,
because
supporting tables that aren't yours.
I think it's every server's job in a restaurant. If you walk past a table and they need something, then you freaking get it for them. Now, I will say this. As a server, there are some sections you tend to stay away from because you learn that the tables in that girl's section always need something, and it's really hard to do your own job
Sure.
if you're constantly supporting their tables. So
Now, do you go get it, or
Do you tell the server?
do you walk back to the server who's inevitably hanging out in the kitchen not doing their
okay,
job
there.
and say, "Hey, table 17 has been waiting on more Pepsi."
And that's the detail there. It really depends on is she in the phone or in the kitchen standing on her phone? Then I'm going to tell her, hey, so and so needs boxes. They need their check, and you need water on this table. If it's one of the girls that hits the weeds real easily, and I can tell she's overwhelmed and she just can't do it, I have no problem supporting her because she's trying. I just want to see people try. I will support you if you're making an effort. If you have your thumb up your ass, no, I'm not supporting that.
Now, here's an interesting twist I'll throw on it, and I'll get the opinion of both of you on this. At the hotel, and I kind of liked this, one of the philosophies, directives at the hotel was if you take on something, it's yours. So we're taking that into the microcosm of a restaurant now, right? But in general, like at the hotel, if somebody asks you, hey, can you get me some more towels for my room? And let's say I'm a restaurant server, but I'm walking through the hallways and somebody says that to me. And I say, what room number will take care of that? That's now your responsibility. You don't pass that off because the reality is if you pass that off to somebody else and it doesn't get done,
That's your fault.
that customer, that person that was just trying to enjoy their time and asked an employee of the establishment has no idea that it fell blah blah blah. They just know they asked for something, it didn't happen. So as just in general, the more streamlined it is, the more it's going to happen, right? If you ask one person and that one person does it, then you know it's going to happen and there's less places for it to go wrong. So in a restaurant setting, table says, hey, can I get blah, blah, blah. You pass it off. It doesn't happen. Let's say it's somebody else's table, right? They asked you. You said, no problem. Obviously, I'm listening and, high tide rises all ships. Let's get it done for you. You've told them and you see that other server in the kitchen, hey, so-and-so table needs this. They don't do it. They forget, something happens, whatever. Now, you go past that table 10 minutes later, they still don't have it. Who are they mad at?
Oh,
They're not
me.
mad at their server.
Yeah.
And
That's
here's
fair.
the thing, and that's all because and I agree, yes, take care of all tables. Again, high tide rises all ships. I want everybody's experience in the restaurant to be the best possible because that's why you're going to come back. And
Exactly,
guess what?
I want you to come back. Yeah.
Like, listen, you may not come back. if you're a call table for Melissa, right, and you come in for Melissa all the time, and I help you out a couple times, guess what? Maybe when Melissa's not there, you're gonna come in and ask for me, and that's fine.
Which totally happens
Yeah,
too, yeah.
which is
fair.
yeah, those are real things. So I agree, always help out the table, but I'm curious how you both would on the kind of that boiled down situation of, do you pass it off or do you just get it done? Because if you get it done, you know it's done.
I won't do it if it's going to sacrifice my tables.
Sure.
So I'm not, if I'm in the weeds and I can't even give good service to my tables and someone else's table is like, hey, can I do this? I'm not going to cut my nose to spite my face.
Okay.
This is my section is my responsibility and that's my priority. Now, I will sometimes avoid eye contact with some people's tables, so they can't ask me for anything. I'm so sorry, but it does happen because, you know, if I know I'm in a position where I can't help nobody, I'm not looking around.
And that's fair.
Yeah.
Well, I will say that this might shock you the way, because I'm all about teamwork.
For
You
sure.
know, what Mr. Philosophy said about a high tide rises all ships. Yes, sure.
I
Whatever.
didn't make that up. I want to make it very clear. I
Marcus
didn't.
so of you. I
We
like
know
that
you're
little
not,
meditation.
you're not going to make something like that up. But I will also put it back on the powers that be, because if it becomes a reoccurring thing, then there is an underlying problem.
Yeah.
And I'm all about teamwork, like what you were saying, as long as that other person is trying.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they have a 10 top and that 10 top is demanding a lot of time and attention. That's understandable. But if they're in the kitchen fucking around watching YouTube, that's a whole other thing. And that's an underlying problem that the manager or someone needs to deal with.
Right.
Because if you're a manager, owner, whatever, yes, you want patronage at your establishment because that's how revenue comes in.
Right, and you're running
But
a
that
business.
means taking care of issues like that pop up. And if you have someone that's not pulling their weight, well, is it an isolated incident? Maybe they're not feeling well. Maybe they have a headache. Maybe they had a bad day or a bad night the night before or so. Is it an isolated incident, or is it now a systematic display of a lack of caring or understanding, or they've gotten used to, oh, well, if I don't do that, someone else will do it.
And that's what
Yeah.
I found too, because I'm a big team player, Matt. And at one point in my job, I was just filling all of the holes. Oh, you
Yeah.
don't want to do that? I'll do it. Fine, fine, fine. And I started to realize people are slacking because I'm coming behind them and filling the gap.
Yeah.
And I'm kind and sweet, but I'm not going to be taken advantage of. And
Yep.
and you know, I spread love. I really believe in love and light, and you spread that. But at some point, you have to love yourself more than trying to love other people, right? And we don't want to put ourselves in a short change ourselves, I guess is what I'm saying, just to be a part of that team and have integrity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So philosophy-wise, we all agree you help out any table in need because
Yes.
in general, in the general philosophy, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you if somebody's there, you want them to have a good experience.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
your
they don't have to
business.
be there for me. They still deserve a good experience.
But it's like communism. Philosophically sounds great, but
This podcast is changing
sorry.
so much.
It's just a really good metaphor, like comparison. It's things on paper make wonderful sense, but
Yeah.
then human nature comes into play.
That's true.
And you get all these extenuating circumstances and factors, and fuck it. Then it's just fucking philosophy.
Yeah.
So it sounds great. Utopia sounds awesome, but we all got to live in a real world
Yeah.
with real people.
Yeah. But I like where you were going with it. That table that doesn't have their Pepsi or their to-go box or their check or whatever they were needing, well, they're the innocent bystander.
They
you
are
don't want
just
them
a-
caught in the
victim.
crossfire.
you don't
yeah.
want, let's not call them victims. Let's call them innocent bystanders that got caught in the crossfire.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to call them victims. I'm not victim shaming or blaming or whatever. So please don't
God.
leave a comment.
Please don't. God bless
Leave
it.
a comment.
Sensitive ass people.
But there is that part of me, because if a lot of people who are a lot of people who are in the restaurant industry, like we have talked before, they're caregivers. They enjoy serving people. They enjoy taking care of other people. Well, then if I continue to take care of that table that is not being taken care of by their assigned server, at some point, yes, that table, I'm meeting their needs, but now I'm being taken advantage of.
Yeah.
And now I feel bad that something that used to bring me joy, taking care of other people, is now not bringing me any joy because someone has decided to sit on their butt in the kitchen.
Right, shirk their responsibilities.
Exactly, yeah.
I will say on the other side of that, on the server side of that, let's look at being responsible team members, right? So things happen. Bad things happen, moods happen, bad moods happen, weeds happen. We get into all of that. Communication as a team member is so vital and important.
Especially in a restaurant.
If you need to take 5 or 10, if you're busy with a 10 top, it is not hard to look at somebody, your section buddy, which is a whole separate thing. That's the person right next to you typically, right? To be like, listen, I need a little bit more from you for the next 5 to 10. Like, can you just, and 17, 18, 20, if you'll just keep an eye on them for me, I will get back around to it. And that communication, as we've talked about in
Makes all
general,
the
just
difference.
communication in general, but like between teammates, just makes it so I'm not being taken advantage of.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, listen, if you do that every shift, by the way, we're going to have a conversation. At some point, I'm going to say no to you.
Get your shit together.
But, you know, just that communication makes it so I'm not being taken advantage of. You've told me that you need this. I can say yes or no. Typically, I'm going to say yes because philosophy-wise, it makes sense. I'm going to take care of everybody. But, yeah, as servers, we need to be better about communicating with our coworkers about our needs. Even, listen, even if it's, I need 10 minutes of not dealing with their bullshit on the floor right now, I'm going to go watch a video in the cooler and just chill out. Listen, do I love that if you told me that? No, because I'm still out there working. But at least I'm aware of what you're doing and you're aware of what you're doing to me. And we're dealing in a reality as opposed to me just assuming and hoping you notice how much I'm doing
Yeah.
for your section.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what we used to do, and I had completely forgotten about this until just now. So one of the well, actually, it was probably all of the restaurants that I worked in. The area between the floor and the kitchen and the back in general, it was like right there. So any conversations that we were having in that little hallway galley area,
Right.
you could hear on the floor.
So always great.
So we came up with a code so that whether we were
That's
talking
smart.
to someone in the kitchen, whether we were talking to someone in the galleys, whether we were talking
Yeah.
to someone actually on the floor, we would go up, and this tells you that I worked in the South. We would go up and say, I have to go make unsweet tea.
And that meant you had to leave?
That means I need
a break.
I need a few minutes.
Okay.
And everyone knew exactly what that meant because we never made unsweet tea.
That's cute
We made
code word.
unsweet tea at the beginning of the shift, and then at the end of the shift, we poured almost all of it out because nobody ordered it. Now, and this was also quite some time ago when diabetes was not quite so rampant.
But it was coming.
But yeah, so anytime we needed a moment, we knew that we could go up to another server or the bartender or the manager and say, I have to go make unsweet tea. And
That's pretty helpful.
that was kind of the code that everyone knew, okay, Matt's going to be off the floor for a couple of
Yeah.
minutes. So we need to make sure that this is done and that's taken care of, and someone's watching his bar or his table or is running his food or whatever.
Yeah. No,
We
that's
had,
helpful.
Yeah, we had code at one of the restaurants I worked at. We would say,
Oh my God, can you say it on camera?
I'm going to go cry and scream in the walk-in cooler.
Oh, that's our code too.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I'll be back when that's out of my system.
Which,
Just a little code. Could mean anything. Probably meant what it said.
little side note, walk-in coolers are not soundproof.
They're not.
They are
I
not.
did not know that.
They are not.
Until about the 5th or 6th time I went in one. And then I went, oh shit. Yeah, the cooks were like, you know that's not soundproof. And I went, oh no. I thought it was.
Oh, if walk-in coolers could talk.
Oh man, that'd be really scary. Yeah, between the sex that's had in walk-in coolers, I'm sorry, health department, and the
Oh, the health department knows is
my
happening.
bad, and the a lot of sex goes on in walk-in coolers, or a lot of aggression. It's really either one.
Yeah,
There's
and
no-
they could be the same time.
It could.
Yeah.
Fair, depending on. Yeah, no, that's fair. Great topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I think we're all on the same page on it.
I think it's helpful though for
I think
customers.
we're all not jerks.
They don't. No, not jerk. I'm a lot of things, not a jerk.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, the customer's not doing anything wrong other than asking for something.
Yeah, just being
And you
there.
just don't want them to be penalized for
I agree.
needing something.
I agree.
You know, it's not their fault if their server has fallen behind, gotten in the weeds, or just isn't good.
Yeah, they also don't need to see the dirty laundry.
No.
So it is way better.
Agree
if
with that.
You just, smile, handle it, and move on with your day.
It's a very, very situational kind of thing.
It is for sure.
Yeah.
But necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
All right, keep helping other tables. You want to wrap it up? Give a little to camera. Give a little.
No philosophy.
Give a little.
When the tide rises, all the ships go up. Did I say that?
Good enough. Give a little recap to Cam.
To the camp.
Or
Cam Bertrand?
no, no.
Hurrah. Cam.
Oh,
hurrah.
the horny camera.
Yes, because
Yep.
it's hot.
So, okay,
Hot
so
for you.
teamwork. It's all about the teamwork.
There is no I in team.
There's no I in team unless you count that negative space in the A where there's a little spot here and you know
Wow.
what? Write it out. You'll see what I mean. But it has to be capitals. You'll see what I mean. But yeah, it's all about the teamwork. If you are a part of a team, then be part of the team. And if you need help, go make unsweet tea.
That's right. See something, say something.
Yeah.
Also, walk-in coolers are not soundproof.
Yes, that was the big one for today.
And before you shut the door, make sure that you know where the
The push thing to get out. Been there.
Ooh, that's the scariest time of my life.
Oh, been there.
So scary.
Yeah, because I remember, and this is a complete aside, but I remember one of the restaurants that I was at, they had a different setup. And there was a handle. This was the weirdest thing. There was a handle, but the handle itself didn't work. There was another thing that you had to press
Yeah.
to make the
You're
handle
gonna trigger
work.
me. Don't do it.
Yeah, so
Walk-in coolers
One
will be a
time.
whole topic
Oh,
of
God.
itself.
Yeah.
Don't trigger me.
People don't understand how important they are to restaurants. And
and
just
I
scary.
remember I had went in there to get more shrimp or something.
Oh, God.
And I go in there and I always pulled the door closed behind me.
I prop it open.
Because I
yeah.
actually
I've
love
gotten
the
locked.
walk-in cooler because it was so nice and cool.
Yeah, no.
And I go in there and I get what I was going and I turn around and I'm like, oh, this is a different door than I'm used to. You pull the handle and it's just slack.
Oh, God,
And
no.
it-
And you're like,
I am.
oh.
I'm like, please stop.
And then I saw the little latch over here, so you had to push the latch in and then pull the handle, which
Yeah.
didn't work well when you had hands full, but
Or you're
whatever.
panicking.
Yeah.
You start panicking and can't find any door.
So
Okay.
teamwork.
Teamwork.
Yay.
Walking
Even in
coolers.
a walk-in cooler,
No.
there has to be teamwork.
Oh, I like
we're
teamwork
back.
in a
Are we
walk-in
back to
cooler.
sex in the walk-in
Yes.
cooler?
Yeah, sure. Why
I
not?
like teamwork in a walk-in
And we're
cooler.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is another episode of
Serving
you.
Yay.